I was looking for someone, a group, that took transformative practices seriously. When I started out in ministry in, my goodness, 1990, I was invited by a friend to go on a silent retreat, 3-day silent retreat at a retreat center in St. Louis. And I remember walking away from that experience and being blown away. Our idea of retreat had always been volleyball and activity and all kinds of fun, and instead it was silent, it was quiet. And looking around for evangelical groups who actually did silence, did solitude, did those sorts of things, it was hard to find. So started looking. I ran across Transforming Center online, I think probably about class 3. It was a long time. I kept saying, oh, next time. And then actually Ruth came to an event in our area, got to hear her teach, and I was like, wow, this is exactly what I need. I need it now. I went home and signed up that afternoon. And it's been fantastic. It's been exactly what I was hoping for. It's a beautiful quote by Dallas Willard. He says, in the end, what God gets out of your ministry is you. And I used that as part of my prayer practice for years. I believe it, all that. And having said that, it was at the second retreat. You were teaching on Moses and teaching on the whole Mount Nebo experience. And ironically, for years, I looked at that passage with great dread. I used to refer to it as being Nebo'd. I didn't want to be Nebo'd in my life. I didn't want to come to that place in ministry that we were finally about to enter the promised land and God said, not you. You don't get to go in. And so I was sitting listening to that teaching, and all of a sudden I'm getting really emotional. And I hadn't felt that kind of spiritual emotion in a long time. And I was listening to the teaching, and you were talking about the idea that God and Moses were like this old couple sitting on a porch. And there he is overlooking the promised land that he would not enter. But God, basically in that, was asking him the question, am I enough? Am I all you need? And I got to tell you, that line has stuck with me throughout all this time. And I find myself time and time again in my own personal ministry coming back and asking, is it really about God, or is it about the accomplishments? Is it about all this stuff, or is it about God truly being all I need? I needed to hear that. I needed it desperately at this point in my ministry, at this point in my life. And that line in itself has been transformative, really has. One of the great pieces of being a part of this is that I get to come and not be in charge and not be known except by way of name tag. So I walk in, I've been in my current church for 20 years this month. When I walk into church, I give the answer to everything from, predestination to where are the diapers. Everything is asked of Dennis. And it gets a little wearying. I just get kind of tired of being the guy that's always asked the question. To walk into an environment where I can just be a follower, be part of what's going on. I think part of what it's taught me again in my leadership is how to follow.